Stop the show, and everybody better bow down in fucking respect for this. My mama's watching. I don't quite know what to say. I have so many. I saw her like Susan Sarandon, but then I was doesn't hold a candle to my mama. Um, Sergeant Thomas herself. This one time we were at Davis Mountain, and I was kicking it at this apartment, and she sent this dude. I think he was a sergeant, but she's up there. Like, my earthly dad, he made it to Master Sergeant. She went Senior Master Sergeant Chief. So she's up there. And then she sent, if I remember his name right, this dude. And we were kicking it. And then he was like, all right, well, let's go on the base. Davis Mountain. And we went on the base and everything, and he was like, do you know who this is? This is Sergeant Thomas's son. And people were like, what? She has she has a son. It's him. And I kicked it for a bit because it reminded me of the Air Force for a little bit. But I wasn't wearing the uniform anymore because I had already gotten out. So, but my mama put the word out and she was just like, hey, this is my son. And they couldn't really believe it. Like, they were like, this is your son. And we had talked before a lot of times when I was in, you know, uh, we talked about how many people she was going to kick out and what she was doing. I was like, all right, well, she was like, listen, this is why I'm kicking this person out. So she's made those hard decisions. So many thoughts on this. God allowed us to talk again, so the godliest woman I've ever met. I mean, that's how I looked at it. If anybody asked me, I was like, what? My mother? I don't even know how she does it. She just does it. Like, she's the strong person that's held the family together. So, I mean, if I could tell her what I think, she's a lioness. And if anybody asks me, I'll tell them I was raised by lions. So, I mean, and how I grew up wasn't like your Christian households, no. It was a nurturing woman that had so many things that she had to do all the time, and how many people she was taking care of. I would say I know you wanted to retire, and I know you wanted to, but I felt that having kids and grandson, a son, again, would take my place for a bit. And I told you and Carlton the same thing. But I thought it would make you like it. That's what you love to do, Mama. It's my loss, of course, but it's still not something I hold against you. I don't. When that time comes, we'll talk again, I'm sure. When he's ready. But we had to sit down, and it was. I was coming back from Oceanside, and we had to sit down in Tucson, and it was kind of. She was like, "Well, what are these marks on your hands? What's going on with you? I can't forgive you for this." And I was like, "All right." I was like, I gotta let it play out, you know. That wasn't well. That was God's plan. I couldn't go against that. Someday, I knew you'd understand, but um, I don't want you to get bored. Thank you for watching. Like, I miss you more than you miss me. Believe me on that. No, I didn't mean that cutting. I didn't mean it that way. Um, kind of like this, I guess. I don't know if I'm gonna get this right. How I felt about it.
I never wanted to be a. This ancient aquifer is miraculous. Rain filters through hundreds of feet of volcanic rock before arriving here, protected from impurities. It's not just water, it's Fiji water. I never wanted to be a mom. Well, sharing it with you is one thing. Carrying it alone the rest of my life. Always being compared to you. You're perfect. They worship you.
That is
I
true.
just don't want to be looking over my shoulder every day for 20 years, knowing that someone else would have done it right, done it better, the way that I can't. What do I have that you don't? You're Mother Earth incarnate. You're hip and fresh. You ride with Anne, you'll learn. You know every story, every wound, every memory. Their whole life's happiness is wrapped up in you. Every single moment. Don't you get it? Look down the road to her wedding. I'm in a room alone with her.
loves you. And mine is, she won't. But the truth is, she doesn't have to choose. She can have us both. Love us both. And she will be a better person because of me and because of you. I have their past, and you can have their future.
Leave it at that.